right when I started to. And it's raining. It be a rain, husky rain. Finally got the rain to come to me. Husky rain. Ah, it's actually like jacket weather. It's amazing. Don't let me over now. What do we? All right. It is nice and wet out here. I dig it. Merp. Merp. All right. God damn it. Fucking alerts. Oh, it's because of the water. Shit. I gotta do this. There we go. Should fix it. Alright. Now to get the doggo and my coffee. There we go. Shenanigans. Doggo. 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 Oh, there it is. All right. I got a little muggy now. Oh, I'm sure the cup doesn't run off. There you go, bud. Alright. My goodness gracious. Don't need to look like I want to be sophisticated with that thing there. But I do want this tied up. It'd be jacket weather, but just hot enough for it to be a little muggy. Just a little bit. There we go. They say, taste. Delicious coffee. My goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. It's been a minute since I started one of these bad boys, at least, before I go to work. But hey, at least we could be here a little longer. I could like do this for like an hour or something. So swoop. Dope. But, let's see. Let's have at least a little something to wake me up with. I want tunes. Yeah, I do. But what do I want? What shall I wake myself up with? I think I'll do, some of these. Yeah. Taco. Little boy, what are you doing over there? What are you doing, little cop? Little punk, what are you doing? Now to get a bowl loaded up, wake the brain up a bit. Ugh. Honestly, weirdly enough, I'm really I'm tired right now because I woke up so fucking early today. Straight up woke up and I was like, thirsty. So drank the last of my tea and I'm now out of tea. And then 5 minutes later, after I opened the window up to just kind of air the room out because it was a little hot. I was like, all right, I'll do that. 95 minutes later, all of a sudden, just the booms of jets, a fucking F-15, so just fucking screeching off, and I'm just like, oh fuck, dude. I was like, well, I'm awake now. I mean, it was booming, and there had to at least be maybe 6 maybe or something about. I had to guess that it went on for a while, and there was at least a bunch of them for sure. Doing fast, speedy, fucking runs, and shit, I guess. I don't know. But I was just like, bleh. It's like, yo, dude. It's 9:30, it's 10, what the fuck? I'm wide awake now because of that. Even my dog, kind of was, jumping around being like, what the fuck? And looking out the window being like, what was all that? So. So now I've just been awake since, and now I'm just feel groggy. Just what the fuck, dude. Thanks, Oregon National Guard, for having your fucking F-15s just blast, everything into the ether with their fucking, with their fucking jets and shit. At 9 to 10 in the morning or something. So people are still trying to sleep. Sweet. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, there you go. Much better. That feels now better. Goodness gracious. You know, I have the door open for you to go out and explore and shit, and here you are in the laundry room. Again. Like usual, dog. Oh, shit. Oh. First look at Trump's ear after shoot. Oh, shit. It is showing off, like, you know, the badass Lex Lutherian scar, you know, that he has. Is he showing it off? And also, like, how gnarly is it? That's what I want to know. Ooh. Well, now I'm all like, ooh. Now we're getting some deets. I hope that it ain't like such a graze to where it just looks like a cut or something. I hope it ain't. I hope it looks like, you know, some sort of like mangled mess or something, dude. I mean, it's been like what? About 3 weeks ago? I mean, any scabs or, you know, shit probably would have healed over by now. Probably. But still, I want to see a scar, dude. There better be. I'm not gonna lie. Like, cause, I mean, you know, after all that, if his ear doesn't look that much different, it's gonna be, like, lame. Because I think that would add a little something to him. Despite despite all that, though, there isn't really much, like, you know, that Trump could really be doing right now. He really is regretting having JD Vance. You know, he's kind of imploding a little bit. Like, it's like the whole momentum that was happening before Kamala kind of pretty much, you know, or Nancy Pelosi really, kind of like stepped in and forced Joe to step down. Like, the momentum was just so much different. Not that, I mean, it's like I complain, but not for the same reasons right now. Like, I complain because I'm just sick of the duopoly bullshit system. You know, but at the same time, at least now there's a lesser two evil, like, in the evils here. Instead of just two old decrepit evils that, yeah, pretty much aren't really that, like, like where they're pretty much, not that much, like fundamentally different outside of like this social issue, framework of things. That was a little harsh. Ooh, that was harsh. Oof. Bam. Now, vlog guy. I want to see the ear. Ear. Give me the ear. I want the ear, dude. That would explain the harshness. A little lumbar still in the throat. Better.
Guys, so we have our first, like, up-front, up-close picture of Trump's ear since the shooting, since the assassination attempt. So I'm going to show you what we got here. Now, this guy right here, I highly recommend following him. His name is Cheyenne Sardarzad. That almost sounds like Charizard. Sorry, I have the brain of a toddler. Sardarzad. He's a journalist at BBC Verify. He's an online fact checker. He normally does a phenomenal job breaking down all different conspiracies and saying what's true and what's false. Anyway.
2 weeks after the attempt on Trump, some liberal influencers still cooking up viral conspiracy theories, falsely claiming that Trump was trying to think of staged. This time, baking theories based on a photo of Trump's ear. I mean, well, there is a scar. Yeah, I mean, it's right there. You know, it's like kind of like right here on his ear. Though that ain't as like fucked up and all like gnarly as I thought it would be, so I'm a little disappointed. I mean, yeah, even in this more distant shot, you kind of see it a little. Yeah, that one too. Actually, you can kind of see a little bit of like, you know, where the stitching, you know, remnants are. So, I mean, there's a scar, but it's tiny. It's like really barely noticeable. Like you would have to like legit like focus and like really look at it to really notice it.
So these are the first pictures that we get of Trump's ear up close. So Cheyenne says the following: 2 weeks after the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, some liberal influencers are still cooking up viral conspiracy theories, falsely claiming that Trump wasn't shot at or the whole incident was staged. This time, baking theories based on a photo of Trump's ear. The FBI has some answering to do. This person says, Jack Hawkins. We've seen a close-up picture of Trump's right ear that was posted by Pete Souza and presumably taken by the Associated Press. The assassination attempt was just 14 days ago. Trump is 78 years old. 78-year-old human beings heal far more, I think I'm supposed to say, slowly. So there's Trump's ear, you can see. I think we'll get a different angle here in a second.
Which, I mean, I don't know. I can kind of see the scar, so I don't know.
Yeah, Trump wore that shit on his ear just to trick Americans. So this person's saying Trump wore like a fake blood thing on his ear. Again, this is an up-close picture of his ear here. Okay. More. Do not share this picture of his ear. This is, again, up close.
Don't share it. Literally has like the Associated Press logo right in the center of it.
There's not even a scratch on that fucking ear. Something's rotten in Mar-a-Lago. Okay. Donald Trump's photo without ear bandage raises eyebrows. A photo of Republican...
Are we... Man, oh my god. Ugh. Dude, the blue magosphere, like, you know, kind of being all, you know, weird about this, concocting theories. And I'm sure there are conservatives that are doing the same thing, too, to an extent as well. But it's just so absurd, bro. Dude, really, like, does no one have anything better to do with their time? Like, honestly. And also, the momentum is like completely flipped. So there isn't even a reason for this outside of just say, "Hey, ride the wave, baby." Like, I mean,
the next candidate, Donald Trump, taken on Saturday without his ear bandage, had sparked a wave of speculation. The image taken by Alex Brandon of the Associated Press on July 27th and shared by photojournalist Pete Souza on X. Okay, so this other guy took the picture and Pete Souza shared it, formerly Twitter. Shows Trump walking up an airplane staircase with an apparently fully healed ear wound just weeks after he was shot with a high-powered rifle. On July 12th, gunman Thomas Matthew Crooks opened fire. All right, we know all that stuff. Souza, known for his tenure as the chief official White House photographer for President Ronald Reagan and Barack Obama, posted Brandon's photo on his now deactivated X account on Saturday, writing, AP photo this morning. Look closely at his ear that was, quote, hit by a bullet from an AR-15 assault rifle. So in other words, the photojournalist for both Reagan and Obama is saying, here's a new picture of Trump, no bandage on his ear, and I don't see shit on that ear, bro. Souza's post follows
oh my god. I just think this is stupid, honestly. I mean, I came here for the ear, not really much for the weird conspiratorial nonsense. I mean, I would have to, like, oh my god. Cartilage doesn't heal fast. The lack of active blood flow in the major reason any injury to cartilage takes a long time to heal. Okay?
Its recovery is slow after injury. The lack of active blood flow is the major reason any injury to cartilage takes a long time to heal. So,
well, also, like, didn't, like, I mean, this is, like, from the words of Trump, but didn't, like, he say, you know, I think a bunch of times, being like, you know, like, yeah, the doctors told me that, you know, when it comes to the ear, it bleeds very rapidly and a lot, you know, kind of shit. You know, and that's why, you know, they were kind of shocked with all the blood when they saw my ear. You know, like, I mean, I think he's just amping it up and just kind of hyping it up, honestly, but, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, if that's the case, won't there be a lot of buffalo deer then at that point? And thus being able to potentially heal faster? I guess. I don't know. Like, this just seems like, really just getting into some, like, weird, like, conspiratorial, like, just bullshit nonsense. Just nonsensery.
Let's not kid ourselves here. This is Trump was hit in the ear. He was hit in the cartilage because he was hit at like the top part of the ear, almost like where you'd get a cartilage piercing, where people get cartilage piercings. That's where he was hit. And I mean, can we just call a spade here? That shit looks fucking fine, bro. Like,
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, when it comes to people who formerly have had piercings, like, on the ear and shit, that stuff will eventually heal over, and if anything, will seal itself. It will eventually just, like, seal over. So, this just seems bunk. Bunk in a way where it's just like, I think people just can't still wrap their head around the reality that, yeah, this happened to them.
I don't see anything. They even mentioned in that AP article, like, oh, there's like slight discoloration or something. I don't see any fucking discoloration. Do you?
Yes, it seemed like it seems like there is a little bit same area, as all the other photos. I don't know. This is ridiculous, Kyle. Come on. So, what do people say in the comments on this? Magic eras. I have pimples that last longer than his ear injury. Let's just go very quickly. I have a drink. Restorative properties. Those fascinating human beings, dude. That surprised me most. His blood looked red instead of black. What? Oh my god, dude. What? Okay. Are people just like such surgery the rich are able to afford is insane? See, I think that's actually accurate. Finally, there's actually a comment that seems normal. But that's also another thing that people don't realize. Like, he's a rich fuck. You don't think he's gonna have an ability to, like, afford, like, some reconstructive shit? I mean, seriously. Like, I mean, like, this dude gives a massive fuck about his appearance, so I'm sure the dude definitely, hired, like, some, basic, like, reconstruction surgery type of stuff, and just let it heal, and then it did, and there you go. And now it doesn't look like anything really happened. Which sucks. He should have kept it as a scar and have it all, like, whatever, but, he had, like, an opportunity to, like, kind of look badass and shit to MAGA chuds, but now it just doesn't look like really much. I mean, yeah, that's the scar right there. I don't know, whatever. It's ridiculous. I think people are getting a little wacky with these things. It's like, come on. Here. What little things out for tube there? It seems like, just kind of a little explosion type of shit happening. From what it seems like. Trump is mega fucked. Kyle's fucking titles, dude. Trump is mega fucked. It's like, damn, bro. Which, honestly, it's not shocking to me. I mean, at least as it stands now, it's like, just because I'm in a blue lock stand, it's not really I don't really got no dog in the hunt, but it really just seems like, Kamal probably has, like, a nice little easy little squeak at this point. Like, it doesn't really seem like there's much that he's got going on for himself at this rate. You had something. That's what's kind of fucking wild. It's like this, like, Trump actually had, like, crazy ass fucking momentum going on. And then, like, right after that RNC, pomp and circumstance, Circus Soleil, fucking weird shit. Like, he went pretty much it all dropped, like right after Biden dropped out. Because once that happened, it was pretty much over for him. Like straight up, it's like oof. It's like damn. Keeps getting worse for JD Vance. Oh my god.
So things.
It's just so. Isn't it like? I've heard about the whole couch fuck meme about Vance, but I've also heard of something about like Dolphins too as well about this guy. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, well, who is this dude? Like, I'm starting to wonder like who this guy is. Like, cause this dude is a strange, weird fuck, bro. It's just like what? It's like who is this guy? He's such a strange, weird fuck.
Keep getting worse and worse and worse for JD Vance. He is the laughing stock of the internet. Apparently, a poll came out the other day. He is the most disliked VP pick in decades and decades and decades. I'm talking Dan Quayle, who was notoriously bad, polled way better than him. Sarah Palin, who ended up being a horrific pick, polls way better than him at the beginning. So it ain't looking good. Now, as I told you guys before.
And from what I heard, he literally has like a -5 approval. Like he, right off the bat, is disapproved of. Like pretty much from the get go. It's like, bro, hold this L and just sit on it. It's like, damn, bro.
Who had input with Trump on picking JD Vance? Oh, it's glorious. Apparently, it was Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson, and Don and Eric. They're the ones who twisted his arm.
His kids, I knew about that, but Musk even been like, you should have Vance, my guy. Yeah, yes, please. Oh.
Doug Burgum.
Like, I mean, out of all the voices you want to literally do the exact opposite of doing when it comes to advice, Elon Musk is probably one of those dudes you want to do that, kind of principle with. Whatever he says is good advice, do the exact opposite.
He wanted Doug Burgum. And he was gonna pick Doug Burgum.
The Burgomaniacs, dude? What? Dude, hey, where are the Burgomaniacs at? Like, cause, what, Doug Burgum? What the fuck? Why him? That's such a random... He's such a random nobody motherfucker.
And at the last minute, according to the reporting, you had Don and Eric just absolutely lashed out and were yelling at him. And he relented. He was like, okay, well, if I got you guys telling me this, and I have Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson, who he views in high esteem, then I'll go in that direction. Well, boy, oh boy, Don, do they have the worst political instincts of all time. Because even at face value, he doesn't really help the ticket. He comes from Ohio. You're guaranteed to win Ohio. It's not a swing state. I don't know what you're doing. What does he bring to the ticket? He's totally boring, totally uncharismatic, super weird, way too online. As some people are now calling him, they're saying he's the Ron DeSantis of Ohio. And yes, it gives me those vibes.
Dude, like, I wanted to, be like, nah, that can't be, but I'm finding it hard to argue against that.
Bunch of new things about him dropped over the weekend. I want to walk you through it. So let's start with this one. Okay, this is in Raw Story. Quote, I hate the police. JD Vance.
Base JD?
Railed at cops in bombshell email release from friend. Interesting. At the same time, Donald Trump is flooding his Truth Social account with sketchy reports that Vice President Kamala Harris wanted to defund the police. She is a cop.
Yeah, she literally is a cop. Like, why was she, betrayed the blue? Like, that's absurd.
It's her record. The thing that the lefties criticize her for
is being a cop.
Being too tough on crime.
Or, like, arresting, parents, because their kids are truant as shit, arresting people for smoking weed. Like, dude, she's a cop, okay? Come on.
You say, oh, she's...
I want to defund the police. Give me a break,
really
dude.
Weak
what the
on
fuck?
Crime. She hates the police, even though she is one. Okay, anyway. When she was questioning where the funding should go, comes from the New York Times that Senator J.D. Vance was once a fierce critic of cops, going so far as to claim he hated them. In emails and texts obtained by the Times from Vance's longtime friend, Sophia Nelson, in 2014, the newly anointed GOP vice presidential nominee railed at the police after the shooting of 18-year-old black teen Michael Brown by a white police officer in Ferguson, Missouri. As the Times is reporting, Nelson wrote to Vance about the shooting that left Brown dead and suggested all police should wear body cameras, which led Vance to complain about police conduct. He wrote to Nelson, quote, "I hate the police. Given the number of negative experiences I've had in the past few years, I can't imagine what a black guy goes through." The report notes that the early
So why is this guy such a weird right-wing grift fuck?
version of Vance showed some
Like, younger GD sound like kind of, a little based.
enthusiasm for reparations, writing to Nelson, quote, "I have at least been convinced of the virtue of compensating modern victims who've suffered redlining or denial of federal benefits."
Based? That's actually based. What the fuck? So why is JD Vance like this? Like, or at least was like this? I mean, if this is how he kind of is secretly, then why is money, greed, ego?
So, look, you read this, and this is something where, the lefties will go, "Okay, all right, man, I see you."
Hell yeah, I see you, bro, I see you.
But the issue here is probably the one group of people who are still all in for Vance and fighting for him relentlessly online, his base, they're the ones who are going to look at this and go, "Excuse you? Oh, hell no. Now I know I shouldn't even trust you because this is right against their ideology." Okay, so this is the most minor of the things that we're going to talk about. Let's continue here. Why JD Vance is being dogged by couch memes and struggling in general. So, guys,
the couch fucker. Oh my god. Love me some love seats. Which is basically just over the idea of him, like, using some sort of latex glove and just fucking the cushions of a couch, which... Bro, it's called a fleshlight, my guy. I mean, come on. Like...
This has been all over the internet. This idea that JD Vance fucks couches. Now, I gotta admit, when I first saw it, I don't understand. I saw like a video where there was like some Barry White music or something playing, and it showed JD Vance's face, and then a couch, and then JD Vance's face again, and then another couch. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then as the days went on, I was like, oh, people are saying that he fucks couches. What's going on here? So we're gonna see if we can figure out the genesis.
I know, I kind of know the genesis. It's literally because someone, faked, like, a snippet of his book or some shit, saying that he admitted to fucking a couch or something, where it's not even in the book, but, I mean, so it's honestly, all in all, likely just all made up, but the reason why people think there's credibility to it is because JD Vance hasn't really overtly been like, this is ridiculous and stupid, like, he hasn't really, like, overtly denied it. He's just kind of, just hasn't said much about it. So, I don't know if he's just trying to ignore it and just hope it goes away, which it ain't. Or, he did, and it somehow leaked and got out there anyway. And now he's just trying to, like, hope it just goes away. Like, I don't think he wants to actually own up to it, but it's gonna continue to haunt you there.
Yes, here we go. Nearly 2 weeks after former President Donald Trump selected J.D. Vance as his running mate, it's safe to say the Ohio politician is struggling. His polling is the worst of any non-incumbent vice presidential nominee in decades. His years-old comments about childless cat ladies, more on that in a little bit, by the way, have drawn widespread disgust. Some in Trump's orbit worry they've made the wrong choice. In recent days, he's been the target of a baseless rumor that he once had sex with a couch. It was always clear that Vance brought little to the table, strictly electorally speaking. He does not represent a swing state. He does not diversify the ticket, and the selection of a MAGA true believer does not reassure more Trump skeptic voters. He was the choice of a campaign that was brimming with confidence. President Joe Biden had not yet dropped out of the race, and Trump's team likely made the choice with the idea that it did not need the boost that other vice presidential contenders could have brought to the ticket, choosing instead to select an heir to the MAGA movement. What was less predictable were the significant headwinds that Vance is now encountering as the GOP's vice presidential nominee, which have been driven by the way he's talked about certain policies and enabled by the simple fact that most Americans are just now learning who he is. They go on to explain that it all started with a shit post. Some dude tweeted that in his book, his 2016 autobiography, Vance's 2016 autobiography, Hillbilly Elegy, on pages 179 to 181, he explains how he fucked a couch.
Which, It's not there. That's not real. That's not true. And honestly, I was half tempted to maybe just buy the book for the fuck of it, just to see. But it's like you could just sail the seven seas. I did like specifically go look up the book itself just to go find those pages, and yeah, no, it's not there. Yeah, it's bullshit. I wish it wasn't, but I mean, it could be a thing, but just not in his book.
Now, guys, I hate to burst everybody's bubble, but that's actually not true. It is not in page 179 to 181.
I wish it was.
That was made up. It was made up. It was made up. But it took off like wildfire, bro. It took the lefties are memeing their asses off right now. I'm not kidding. This is the only thing I've seen comparable to this is like 2015, 2016 era rise of Donald Trump stuff where the far right was memeing like crazy and basically memeing Trump's ass into the White House.
Yeah, like I remember that. Like I kind of say every now and then that Trump like basically got memed into the presidency because there was just endless swath of like memery and shit that came from it. I mean, that's where Pepe originated. Was like the whole like Trump 2016 Pepe the Frog kind of shit, and Kekistan and all that. It was like a whole fucking thing, and then like it started to eventually fizzle out, but yeah, or at least kind of. I mean, it is to a point where I think people just don't understand and know what it is now at this point, and realize it's just stupid bullshit. But there was a point where like it really like took off steam and was like for a while on the internet, like most memes, especially political ones, were pretty much constantly like right wing shit. But now at this rate, it's just like constant memery going the other way around, especially with this whole like couch fucking thing with things.
We're seeing something that kind of looks like that now on the liberal and on the leftist side, where they're just having fucking fun online and saying whatever and throwing shit against the wall, and it took off like crazy, bro. So
we could see some.
This is where it gets even more funny. So after somebody posted that and it took off like wildfire, the Associated Press decided to fact check the claim. They posted an article that said something like, "No, J.D. Vance doesn't fuck couches." And if you were to Google J.D. Vance's name for like a day or two there, that's the first thing that comes up is that AP article saying, "No, he doesn't fuck couches."
Oh my god.
And then they decided, look, this didn't go through our normal vetting process. We're going to pull the article down. But by pulling the article down...
Now you just added credibility.
Why did they pull the article? Does he fuck couches? Did they prove that wrong? Do we now know he indeed does fuck couches? Or why they pulled it down? Because they were factually wrong when they said he didn't fuck couches? Oh my god, this is just getting worse and worse and worse for him, bro.
Dude, okay, I honestly didn't even know about that. I thought the article stayed up. I didn't realize they took it down. What? Oh my god, bro. Dude, that really, I think, weirdly as it sounds, does add credibility to it. Like I said, I don't think it's in the book, because it's not. Obviously, but, oh my god. I so badly want this to be a thing. Holy fuck, dude.
Worse and worse for him. Okay, so then we get to the childless cat lady comment. Now that's, to be fair, that's an older comment. It wasn't when he was vice president. It's from back when...
And that one's also kind of funny, because I even seen some memes in my neighborhood around that. Like, because some people will leave, like, a little bucket of chalk outside, so sometimes every now and then they'll see, like, chalk up and down the road. And I don't know if it's still there, but, like, someone wrote up, like, something about, like, you can't stop this crazy cat lady, wow, or some shit with a little smiley face or whatever, or some shit like that, and it was just like, and I took a picture of it because I was like, damn, you know what, that's actually kind of funny. I like that.
On Fox News, I don't know how many years ago it was, and he made this comment about how, like, he said, we're run by corporate oligarchs. True, JD, go on. And then he says, yes, the childless cat ladies. Okay, I'm willing to bet less than 5% of our corporate oligarchs are childless cat ladies. It's probably less than 2%. What are you talking about? Oh my, it's classic, like, fake populist, like, yeah, I'm looking out for the little guy, bro. And then you immediately do a bait and switch, and instead of attacking...
And the thing is, that doesn't even work, because, like, most crazy single cat ladies is, like, the quirky aunt or some shit in the family. Or like that's basically is like what that person is for most people's minds. So when they think crazy, like single cat lady or some shit, or like, a childless cat lady or whatever. I mean, like, most people are thinking of like their auntie or something that's a little quirky and smokes weed and talks about like herbal healing or something, I mean, it's like, they're like the extra quirky friend, in like the little book reading session at, the local, old midwife fucking like little book reading or some shit. Like there's not like it's not one of those things where you could just like throw out there, and be like, well, see these at least being, childless cat ladies or whatever. It's like, and also, how's that even a bad thing? Like, someone who has a couple of cats and doesn't have a kid but has a bunch of cats, like, oh, wow, you got him there.
Actual corporate oligarchs, you just substitute that with whatever group you view as lefty, right? Childless cat women vote Democrat, therefore they're the problem in this country. Okay, so that comment took off, and everybody was shitting on him for it. Now, why would you shit on him for that comment? Guys, it's very simple. In that same comment, he basically disrespected everybody that's not married. The standard, right-wing version of the American dream. One man, one woman, 2.5 kids, white picket fence, one dog. And so he managed to piss off single men, single women, stepmoms and stepdads, because apparently stepmoms and stepdads don't count, according to J.D. Vance.
Yeah, they don't count when it comes to, like, being a parent, apparently.
And it's just, you're throwing your middle finger up to gigantic swaths of the population, and so the population is going to fight back.
Dude, like, unironically, Trump might legit just, like, have the biggest flop, like, ever. It would have went from, like, the biggest flop in American history for Biden and the Democratic Party to, like, the biggest flop for Trump and the Republican Party. On, like, a fucking dime. I mean, I can't really deny that I'm actually kind of impressed and fucking shocked that the Dems were able to somehow just, like, throw that out their ass, and it worked. Like, honestly, I'm just kind of like, wow, what? Like, okay, flex, all right. I mean, I don't expect it to, the result at the end of the day to be amazing or hunky-dory, but shit, like, I mean, all right. I'll grant him that, at least. Still voting Jill Stein, though.
Fuck you, man. Who the fuck are you to come after us? But guess what? Oh, we'll get to that one in a second, because I want to show you him doubling down.
Wait, what? What was that?
On the childless cat lady comment. So he goes on Megyn Kelly's show trying to clean it up, and he makes it worse.
I explicitly said in my remarks, despite the fact the media has lied about this, that this is not about criticizing people who, for various reasons, didn't have kids. This is about criticizing the Democrats.
You were on TV when you did that, you fuck. Bro, you literally were... It came out of your mouth, bro. How? What? What? The media's lying about me about this. It's like you were the one who literally said it on like a news organization. You're the one who said, like, huh? Like, okay, bud. Like, like what? You gonna say the media literally deep faked you and that never happened or something? Like, what a goober, bro.
Party for becoming anti-family and anti-child. We have to ask ourselves, Megan, why do we have...
What? Oh my god. Do they have anything right now? Do the Republicans have anything that they could throw at? Like, yeah, they're against families. They don't like kids, which that's ironic and fucking rich coming from them. When it comes to Republicans and people like Vance, pretty rich coming from you, motherfucker. Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. Oh my lord, dude, they got nothing. Like, usually I'm over here being like, yeah, fuck Republicans, they're fucking psychos. Fuck these Dems because they don't do shit to fucking deal with them, and barely do shit. And now it's like, well. Republicans are basically just eating their own foot. Dems are just sitting there just like, well, we can just kind of ride the wave, and I'm sitting there like, well, fuck, okay, well what the fuck? Dems over there just kicking back, fucking just memeing their way. Like, Now that the Republicans are now gonna feel now they're gonna know what it feels like to get have like their opponent get memed into the presidency, dude. They did that with us, like after Hillary's boondoggle candidacy back in 2016, memed themselves into the presidency with Trump. And then it kind of happened a little bit of with the whole Joe Brandon thing with Biden in 2020, but it was more or less just more like please just get him the fuck out, vote more than that. And now, like, it just straight up was like, memeing our way to the, presidency kind of shit. Like, straight up, dude. It's like, fuck. Mama Harris, meme us to the presidency with a coconut tree.
Democratic Party is anti-family and anti-child. Hey, J.D. Vance, which party supports paid family leave? Which party supports paid sick leave? Which party extended the child tax credit?
Poor time.
Oh, that's right. On all of those policies and more, the Democrats have led the way. Now, maybe sometimes you get a Josh Hawley or J.D. Vance to say, okay, I'm going to also vote for whatever, maternity leave or paid family leave or whatever. But it's like over 90% of the Democrats support those policies and have voted in line with those policies. And like fewer than 3% of Republicans have done it. So spare me.
I mean, and honestly, the reason why they do is probably just like as a token gesture of like, see, we're bipartisan, we can get things done when we agree, kind of thing. Like, I mean, that's usually what it comes down to, for the most part. And also because it helps, when it comes to like their constituency and, gaining votes because they benefit from it in some way. And they are able to at least, play more of an honest politics about it and be like, yeah, I support it because I know it gets people more jobs here in my own, district or whatever the fuck, So they're at least willing to be more honest about it, I guess. But that's not really saying much, sadly, because they're all a bunch of lying little shit weasels anyway. But I want to get to that other thing that he was getting into. I mean, fuck Vance's stupid comments because they're all just bullshit anyway. Now, what the fuck is this? He popped out for like 2 seconds and then what's going on here? JD Vance, maybe the internet was a mistake. Wait, what?
JD Vance tweets, this is on February 17, 2024. He says, maybe the internet was a mistake. And as you can see here, he took a screen capture of this. At Crazy Clips, woman gets violated by a dolphin and enjoys it. Now, you might look at this and say, well, I don't see the problem here because he's saying this is bad. This clip is bad.
And if anything, it just shows how cursed the internet is. Like, that's what my assumption. Wait, so...
Not saying the woman getting violated by a dolphin is good. Here's the problem. You see the bold letters? There's bold letters for woman, and it's bold letters for dolphin. What that means is he did a keyword search of woman, dolphin. And that's how he found the clip. Hey.
Ooh. Oh. Post-nut clarity thing and realized, oh shit, that's where the dolphin fucker thing comes into play. Oh my god, now I see it. Oh my god. Now. I am oh my lord. Nah, dude. He's looking up this type of shit, trying to get his nut on? Yo! Oh! Dude, he's having a fucking tax folder moment. Oops. Oh shit. Oh no. Oop. Now I just got Vosh going, oop, in my mind now.
Why are you doing a keyword search for woman and dolphin? Care to explain?
Oop.
Now, look, it's possible that he saw this clip come across his timeline and then sometimes Twitter will automatically refresh and that clip will go away. And so he wanted to find it to say, hey, the internet was a mistake. This is bad, right? So he had in his mind when he first saw it, I got to say this goes too far. That's possible. Or it's possible he just searched woman dolphin. Did you have fun with that clip, JD? Did you have fun with that clip, buddy? People want to know. People want to know. And
were you fucking a couch watching, a clip of a woman, and a dolphin there, JD Vance? Is that what's going on? Oh my god, dude. Bro, like, this is like the level of like hilarity that, like, this is like some tax folder shit, like, memery that you would do with like Voosh, bro. Like, if someone wanted to just like go dirty with it, like go low, like when it comes to just like going full on meme mode with it, like this is just, oh my god, this is honestly beautiful, man. I love this. JD, the internet is a mistake for people like you because it is a blessing for people like me when this shit happens. Because this is awesome. I love it. This is beautiful, bro. And this is why, it's like, this is why when it comes to like, the funk, so to speak, and you got, do that type of stuff, when you gotta do your biz, one, don't be a freak, and two, like, don't use the device that you predominantly use social media with on. That's probably a good idea. Less likely to have overlap issues. I mean, it's like, oh my god. Oh, fucking JD, bro.
we also have this. Again, it's just...
What? What's this?
He just keeps the hits coming.
JD Vance found calling for a federal response to stop women from traveling from red states. Oh, I heard about this one. Oh, what? Kamala wins? Oh my fucking god, dude. Wow. Mama! What the fuck, dude? Mama! The fucking Twitter itself, bro. Like, oh my god. Oh, JD, keep them coming, please. This is awesome. I mean, because the Dems basically don't have to, like, do anything. They're just, like, riding the wave because they are, like, the Republicans are doing this to themselves. It's like, damn, bro. I just hope that Dems just don't go back to brunch after fucking, this election. Because chances are, I mean, it just really seems like Harris is probably going to, kind of not full on slam dunk it, but I think at least have a pretty comfortable win. And they're likely all going to go back to brunch. But, maybe, considering Harris is younger and actually has a brain and at least seems like genuinely has political instinct, I do think she's at least capable of, changing gears up enough to where I think, she can actually, have some achievements and actually, be like, hey, look, I actually did things. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm sure she ain't holding my breath over it. Like, I'm not going to be shocked if she ends up being just Obama, essentially. But, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'll like admit when she does some good shit if she does. So, and frankly, she could right now. She is V, just still president. So, technically, I mean, for all intents and purposes, she could just like take over the administration for all intents and purposes and just kind of force Joe away and just kind of like be like, oh, I'm answering for Joe for right now, kind of thing. Like he's unable to, be available, so I'm stepping in his place in the meantime. Not like full on, like, Biden steps down for presidency, but basically did, And honestly, that probably is likely because where the fuck has Joe been since he, like, stepped down, dropped out? Like, he's just basically been hiding in Delaware ever since, so. Kind of seems like, yeah, that's what's happening. Seems like Mama, it seems like she's kind of, kind of like took in charge now at this point. And you know what? Proud for good reason. And so actually, I know it is for a good reason, but fuck, dude. I just hope that she at least has enough political instinct to at least, offer more than just simply mere crumbs that are already moldy. Like, at least offer crumbs that you just, like, eaten off your plate. You know what I mean? But here, let's get one more boatload up then. Get myself out to work and all that shit. which I really don't want to, honestly. Shit, I was honestly tempted to even just say fucking call out and just be like, you know what, fuck this. I might tomorrow, to be honest, but yeah. I'll suffer one more fucking day, I guess. Rather not. Like, I'm now, like, honestly just repulsed to go to work right now. Ugh. But, anyway. At least it's got good for rest of the day. At least for now. And of course, come back, once I get off work and all that fun shit. Yeah. Bleh.